was asked to react to a certain video called the top 10 Pokemon that are unbeatable on my Watch Mojo reaction, because that was kind of crazy. And then Ethan came in and was like, oh, you think that's wacky? You should check out this video. So that's what we're gonna watch today. This is a video from The Gamer.
I am a gamer.
I've heard about The Gamer in the past. I don't know too much about them, but I'm curious to see what their opinions are on the 10 Pokemon that are actually unbeatable. And as soon as I open this up, 20,000 likes and 14,000 dislikes. So, not the best like to dislike ratio to begin with, but let's fire up the video and see what we think. What are the 10 Pokemon that are actually unbeatable? I wonder. Any guessers? Chat, guess!
Colorful characters fool you. Pokemon battling is one of the most complex, nuanced esports in existence. It's an enormous game of chess with over 700 pieces to choose from. No Pokemon is truly undefeatable every single time. However, there are
I like the start. I like the energy. I like the music. It's good. It's all right. Here we go.
Subscribe button to join our notification squad.
I might consider it.
Let's dive in.
What are you thinking, mate? What do you think? Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
Believe it or not, there's almost no Pokemon that's quite as universally hated in the competitive battling scene as Rattata. The small rodent Pokemon doesn't even need to be within the top percentage of Rattatas in order to be a problem for other players. If ever a player sends out a level 1 Rattata during a competitive match, it's a trap. One of the most popular—
yeah, it's just a Trollmon, isn't it?
And widely hated strategies in Pokemon is known as Fear. Focus Sash, Endeavor, Quick Attack, Rattata. The strategy works by getting Rattata to hold a Focus Sash, which allows it to survive a powerful KO hit with a single HP point left. Since the Rattata is level 1, any move the opponent uses will reduce Rattata to a single HP. Rattata then uses Endeavor, a move which cuts the opponent's health down to a single HP. Then—
not really. It actually just brings it down to whatever your health points at. Well, he's technically right. He's technically right in this situation.
The Rattata uses Quick Attack to beat its opponent before it can respond.
This is such like a
Hence,
troll.
Rattata has earned the hatred of many players for being—
it's a straight up troll set. No one actually genuinely uses this.
Despise this attack, make sure you are not guilty of using it yourself.
I mean, what? What is this? Is this a troll video?
At one point, the biggest joke in the Pokemon franchise ultimately ended up being banned from many competitive circles. While this tiny beaver Pokemon might look harmless, it has a special ability which essentially broke the Pokemon metagame. Moody is a tricky-to-use ability. It will dramatically raise one of the Pokemon's stats.
No, I'm having flashbacks to when I fought a Moody Glalie and it got an evasiveness boost immediately, and then it was all downhill from there.
Randomly each turn, all the while slightly lowering another stat. In essence, this means that Bidoof gets more and more powerful the longer it's kept in play. Particularly problematic is the evasion stat, which—
the problem with this being it's still a Bidoof.
Essentially makes Bidoof untouchable.
So
almost
it's
all attacks
really not that good, regardless.
Is free to slowly hack its way through an opponent's entire team. In the end, players realize that they could use delaying moves like Protect to keep Bidoof alive long enough to get a random boost.
Players realize this. Wait a minute. Protect stalls!
To evasion. At this point, the creature becomes unbeatable. This strategy threatened to break the entire Pokemon metagame once upon a time. Thankfully—
No, it didn't. It didn't break the entire metagame. I mean, it's banned. It is banned. That is true. And I don't think it doesn't boost evasiveness anymore.
Listen to gamers, please put their heads together and came
wasn't
up
that
with a
bad.
fix. However, Bidoof is still considered a real—
and if you play Smogon, you're not allowed to
Pokemon
use evasiveness anyway. But no one cared about— oh, dude, Shedinja's not even a threat! 10 Pokemon that are actually unbeatable unless you have, like, a slight breeze.
Shedinja is a curious Pokemon for a number of reasons, not of least for the bizarre steps that are needed to capture one of them. Shedinja has only a single HP point, which will never rise, but its ability—
by the way, fun fact, guys, Shedinja actually gives off 2 health point EVs, just in case you didn't know, which is actually 2 health point EVs, which is more health points than Shedinja is even allowed.
Wonder Guard protects it against all moves. That is, except those that would be super effective, such as fire, flying, or ghost moves. Naturally, this means that when going going up against many opponents, Shedinja is automatically unbeatable. If an attacking
It's not really though. Like for most Pokemon, they're gonna be able to do something to it. If you poison it, if you burn it, if you have any like hail.
Doesn't have one of the very few moves.
He's about to show this happen.
This creature can't be knocked out. How crazy is that? The flip side of this—
he didn't show it! He's literally saying if you have no super effective moves, it can't be knocked out. But the hail in that clip would have killed it!
Though, is that if the opponent does have a move that will
How
be
convenient!
super effective, Shedinja will faint instantly. Well, that evens things out, right? There are several tricks to keep Shedinja in play, many of which involve the tricky business of switching abilities that can be achieved through moves like Entrainment or Trance. If Shedinja can gain the Sturdy ability, which is almost impossible to achieve, it will always be left with one
almost
HP
impossible
after any hit. This means in most situations it's unkillable, as it only
until
has
it gets
1
burned.
HP anyway.
It's not unkillable. It's not unkillable. You can still burn it. You can still use weather. You can still use like toxic. It's not unkillable.
Togekiss.
It's not even close.
While not one of the strongest Pokemon in existence, Togekiss has a neat trick. This trick can make it utterly painful for players to defeat. This trick can also turn Togekiss into an unbeatable opponent in the right circumstances. Some enterprising players have realized it's possible to chain these effects using—
Some enterprising players, he's making out like one guy after years of studying was able to figure out.
Wait a minute, if you flinch things and paralyze them, that's actually like really good.
the move Air Slash. This is
What a
because
genius!
it also boosts the chances of flinching in order to deal out hits the opponent literally cannot respond to.
I will
So in
say,
the
I
right
love this music though.
circumstances, Togekiss can hit an opponent multiple times without being hit in return, as the
God, I hate
opposing
power
Pokemon
flinch.
is stuck constantly flinching. But don't start signing up for every tournament out there, because this is not a surefire strategy, mainly because Togekiss stats are not really that fantastic. No matter what you do,
True.
Togekiss won't be winning any major competitions anytime soon. But when it
Pokemon that are unbeatable, you won't win with them though.
comes to beating casual players in the most frustrating way possible, there are certainly worse choices than the final evolution of Togepi. Chansey.
Wait, of the final evolution of who? Of fucking whomst?
Evolution of Togepi.
Togepi?
Yo, we got a apple pie, a pecan pie, and we got a toga pie. Which one would you like?
Chansey. Once upon a time,
Chansey.
Blissey, the evolved form of Chansey, was considered
Great, now Pokemon that are unbeatable unless you have any physical move at all.
one of the biggest pains in the competitive battling scene. This was a Pokemon with a phenomenally high natural HP. Also,
Wait, this is Blissey.
had the ability to take hits like a champ, and its healing moves meant it was damn near impossible to take down. Then, with the introduction of the Evilite item, Blissey's all disappeared from—
Of the what? Of the
Then, with the introduction of the Evilite item,
the Evilites? Oh cool, I just found the
Evilites.
There's nothing evil about it, mate.
Blissey's all disappeared from competitive play, as Chansey took to the foreground instead. The Evilite boosts a Pokemon's defense when they're holding it. That is, as long as the Pokemon
Did he just not see the O?
has not evolved into its final form. Chansey then has an enormous HP, as well as a large defensive boost, making it incredibly hard to defeat in virtually any circumstance. And to this, the fact Chansey had the ability
Unless you like spam knockoff, which is what everyone was doing at the time.
to learn Minimize to raise evasions, players would rarely be able to manage
Minimize.
hitting Pokemon
Oh,
in
God.
the first place. However, on the very rare occasion a move would successfully hit Chansey, the Pokemon has the ability to quickly heal. The Pokemon would use the move Soft Boil to repair damages. This meant that any opposing players had to start all over again. This is definitely a pretty effective and awesome strategy if you are the one delivering it.
Dude, I wouldn't call it an awesome strategy. Pikachu. Where? Okay, where is this going?
Pikachu.
Okay.
Obviously, under normal
What?
circumstances, Pikachu isn't going to be an unbeatable Pokemon, unless the Pikachu in question is Dwayne Johnson. However, if a trainer uses a very
What? If the Pikachu isn't Dwayne The Rock Johnson, it's not going to be unbeatable. It's
Complicated
Yeah?
and convoluted strategy
Yeah?
to swap Shedinja's Wonder Guard ability onto Pikachu, things will get more interesting. This also goes for any electric type of Pokemon for that matter. As we covered above, Wonder Guard blocks all moves which aren't going to be super effective. Electric type Pokemon only have a single weakness, ground types. A hold item
They're gonna say you should give Pikachu Wonder Guard and then use like Magnet Rise or something.
called the Air Balloon temporarily gives
Aren't
an
they?
electric type Pokemon immunity to ground type attacks. This is
Or
until
Air
it
Balloon.
is hit by another move and the balloon bursts. So if a player manages through a convoluted process of switching around Wonder Guard to get it onto a Pikachu which has an air
What
balloon,
is
then
this?
the Pikachu can't be hit by any move at all. It's probably for the best then. Wonder
Yes,
Guard
it
can't
can.
be switched around easily in a normal game. The move Trance will allow a Pokemon to gain Wonder Guard, but it's hard to get this into play in a normal
Pikachu is incredibly unbeatable if you get in the incredibly specific situation where you skill swap it Wonder Guard.
battle. This difficulty is the only thing that stops Pikachu from becoming an unbeatable
This has gotta be a
battling
troll.
machine in most scenarios. Snorlax.
Okay. This one maybe could make a little bit more sense. Maybe we're getting into the actual ones that make sense here, guys. I don't know.
Anyone who's ever played Pokemon is probably already well aware of just how much of a pain in the rear Snorlax can be. This Pokemon has high defense and hit points with a signature move, Rest. Rest
His
allows
his
Snorlax
defense
to
is not that good,
instantly
to be
heal
honest.
Up to full health, no matter how damaged it might have been. However, afterwards, Snorlax has a major downside which follows. Snorlax goes to sleep for several rounds, rendering him useless. So this is definitely an upside for those worried about this strategy being used over and over. Eventually, though, players realize Snorlax can be boosted
He said the signature move of Snorlax is Rest.
to be even more difficult to beat in the game. The move Stockpile allows Snorlax to boost its defense and special defense.
Stockpile,
this means that
okay.
its already impressive natural stats become even more potent, as if he weren't already too powerful.
We're
right?
using
If
Stockpile
Snorlax is given a
Snorlax now.
citrus berry to hold, it can also instantly wake up from its sleep after using Rest. Although, most players prefer to use Leftovers as a hold item instead. That is because it allows Snorlax to regenerate health each round without needing to pause for a nap in the first place.
Wait, what was the point there? What makes him unbeatable? Was the thing that makes him unbeatable just the fact that he can boost his defense? And why is there Magnemite on my screen now? Is he gonna say give it Wonder Guard and Magnet Rise? He's gonna say give it Wonder Guard and Magnet Rise. Please don't. Dude, don't do this to me.
Magnemite.
Dude, don't do this to me, man.
Magnemite is another character who uses a very sneaky variation of the fear technique to punch high above its weight in competitive battles. The Pokemon naturally has the sturdy ability, which prevents it from being knocked out from a single attack.
It's another
leaving it
Fear
with
Mon.
HP. A Hell Berry will also allow Magnemite to instantly heal. Magnemite is also able to use the move Recycle, which will instantly restore a berry after it has been consumed for health. This means if a player constantly uses the Recycle, Magnemite
This
can't
doesn't
be
do
beaten by
anything.
Straight attack move.
It just
No
sits
matter
there.
what
It
a
doesn't
player
do anything.
does, it will always be left with 1 HP before healing. But
It's
what
pointless.
good is this strategy if Magnemite has to keep using the same move? Luckily, the Pokemon can also learn Toxic and Swagger. Both of these moves can do damage to the opponent periodically, as they are poisoned and or
When are you gonna be able to use this move, by the way? When are you using, like, Toxic and Swagger? Are you using it in, like, the double turn that you get because you use an action replay on your DS and you're cheating now?
Magnemite therefore can set up one of these moves when it first comes into play. And
Oh, when it first
constantly
comes into play. Okay, sure. Because, you know, switching out doesn't exist. So, you know, people aren't allowed to do that. Does it have, like, Arena Trap?
heal itself as its opponent beats itself up or succumbs.
No, it has Sturdy, obviously. Because switching out doesn't work on any Pokemon ever. So when you use Swagger, what's the person gonna think? Oh, duh. Oh, I better stay in forever. Oh, no. Oh, you Swagger on me. I guess I better stay. Because snapping out of confusion literally doesn't exist, by the way.
Poison. Now this is one low-down, dirty variation of an already sneaky strategy. What do you think? No.
That was awful. You just switch.
Nosepass. Much like
NOSEPASS?
Magnemite and Aron, NOSEPASS is capable of using a variation on the fear strategy so many Pokemon players have come to hate. This Pokemon, though, has an interesting twist on the formula, thanks to a move called Pain Split. The name alone is frightening. NOSEPASS has Sturdy, so it can't be taken out in a single hit. Additionally, Pain Split adds both Pokemon's remaining HP together and divides by 2. This averages out each Pokemon, so the pair have an equal amount of health. If NOSEPASS is at a low level,
this is kind of funny, actually.
Way to instantly drop the opponent's health while healing from every attack.
That's actually kind of funny.
Even if the opponent doesn't attack NOSEPASS, it will still be able to steal away half of the opposing Pokemon's health. Some moves, such as Sandstorm, will
I like
small
this.
amount of damage onto all Pokemon.
I like the
on
fact that
field
NOSEPASS is
every
getting
round.
used.
As a rock type, though, NOSEPASS is immune to the effects of Sandstorm. This in turn makes it a useful Pokemon in a variety of situations, and truly impossible for many foes to take down. How many of you out there think you can handle this?
I kind of like that. Smeargle time!
While Smeargle's
All right,
stats are nothing to write
what's he
home
saying about
the
this one?
Pokemon does get used in a variety of unique and interesting ways. This is thanks to its special move Sketch, which allows it to learn any move in the entire game by observing another Pokemon using it. This means a lot of the strategies
Any move in the entire game apart from Dark Void, because they banned that one move specifically.
on this list and others list can be used by Smeargle. With Endeavor, it can be used in a similar way to Rattata.
Oh my
as
god,
a
it's the
fear
same
Pokemon.
thing!
It can
These are all the same sets! Dude, you got the clickbait on point for this one, man.
Also,
you got the,
learn
it
Breeding's
works.
Spore ability to put opponents to sleep.
Look at all those
effortlessly.
views.
Any strategy a player can think of, Smeargle can be used to put it in place. Primarily, Smeargle is not used in competitive battles as an attacker. Its stats aren't great enough to make that happen. Instead, it is used as a tool to set up a more powerful Pokemon with a series of stat boosts. If Smeargle boosts its attack stat and then uses Baton Pass to switch to another Pokemon, that
D-Dance
Pokemon
Smeargle!
gets all attack stat boosts that Smeargle gained. In essence,
Wait, so why does this make Smeargle unbeatable? With Smeargle, you can use Dragon Dance and Baton Pass, so it can't die!
this means in the right set of circumstances, Smeargle is not only formidable in its own right, but crucially, it can be used to make any other Pokemon near unbeatable, with a series of otherwise impossible stats.
Oh, it's making other Pokemon unbeatable. Okay.
Which one of these Pokemon do you think is the most unbeatable? How many?
I don't know. I mean, it was all pretty much the same strategy. Guys, you can be reduced down to 1 health point, and then you can reduce the enemy down to 1 health point, and then you can win. This makes the Pokemon undefeatable. All these Pokemon are undefeatable. What do the comments think? What do the comments think about this? Endeavor does not. Yeah, we talked about the Endeavor thing. I'm going to market, son. Do you want something to beat those unbeatable Pokemon? Stealth Rocks. You know, one of the most common moves in competitive Pokemon singles, at least. You know, a little bit of Stealth Rocks, but when you don't play competitive, but you need some money. And one of the most popular and widely hated strategies, level 1 Rattata with a predictable strategy. Yeah, the level 1 Rattata that does the same thing every single time. If given a citrus berry, wait, he said citrus berry? I didn't even clock on for that one. Didn't even clock on for that one. I do like the background music. I will say, dude, I'm gonna like this video just for the background music. I will say it was way too loud though, because I couldn't hear a freaking thing that he was saying the entire time. Also, who wants to eat some Togepi? I was thinking about ordering some Togepi. Does anyone want some Togepi? Anyone? Thank you so much to our Twitch subs and YouTube members of the day. Remember, if you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, that both gives you access to the sub Discord, and I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much, guys.